You think he's gonna be the good one?
Good, better. I want to say good. Hi, we're talking about my doppelganger and whether they'd be evil or not. I mean, I guess Eve, you would say that they would be meaner since you are convinced I'm not mean.
Because you're a sweet boy.
Yeah. Those two things aren't mutually exclusive. I can be sweet and mean.
Mm,
I can be sweet and low. I can be a sweetener that is good for your diet. I don't know. Um, we're making stuff. Eve's working on Blender still.
yeah.
And I am writing a synchronous search code. Fun times. Fun times ahead for Duncan. And maybe some fun times behind. I love that I have this huge block of code that is just it's 1,000 random words for me to test my search against.
I like it.
One of them is online tools, which Ryder says is not a real word. It also says that browserling is not a real word. It's cool with everything else though. Um, that's all chill. In the space between, oh, I'll just sit up and then click my head out on top of the camera. In the space between me finishing work and getting ready to start the stream, I sat down to try and play some more of Echoes of the Eye, and then proceeded to stress myself out.
That's the DLC.
Yes, there's a bit in it with like horror vibes, um, and like I don't know, the game's like spooky, right? Like
Yeah.
in general, Outer Wilds is spooky, but not generally like specifically horror. But this bit is scary. Um, Even though you can't die, it's scary. Um, but I played it. I booted it up again today because I'm like, I have an idea that will help me get through this. And the idea kind of works. It's just very terrifying to execute on. It's one of those like the like hiding in the dark from the enemies, but they all have lanterns. So you have to get away from them. You have to turn your own lantern off and then hide in the dark and hope it's not a spot that they're going to come look for you. And they will come look for you, like really pretty fucking like carefully. They're not like a fucking Skyrim guard that is like, must have been the wind.
I've been playing Animal Crossing and revamping my island, preparing for the update.
Why do you have to like revamp to prepare for the update? Isn't the update going to give you a bunch of stuff?
I mean, it doesn't just like give you stuff, you have to do stuff. But because my island is not prepared for farming.
Okay. Is that like other stuff that came in incremental updates, or is it just like, oh, here's new stuff
The farming stuff is coming, and my island is not prepared to farm. I need to make space for it.
Oh, okay. Sounds like a lot of work.
Yeah, video game work.
I managed to fuck up my video game list last night, and started on my November games, one of which was My Life at Portia, and that game, it just, Oh my god, it like drops frames so often.
Really?
Yeah, and a lot of it is like you have to do inventory stuff because it's like a crafting, mining, farming game. I guess it's more like a farming, crafting, mining game, or a crafting, farming. Mining's definitely at like the bottom, but it's in the Stardew Valley, Minecraft, Terraria um, space, right? Um, Except unlike Stardew Valley, instead of having like a a, a huge ass bar, like in what's it? You can go up to like 3 bars in Stardew, right? With
Yeah.
additional backpacks. Um, Portia has additional bars, but they're not hot bars. You have to hit start to pause the game and then go to your inventory, which is not the tab that it opens on, and then like manipulate stuff between your hot bar and there, which is like not fun on the controller, which is what I've been trying to play on because it like the controller works with it.
Mm.
Maybe I fucked up by not using a mouse and keyboard, but my primary thing is like I press start to open this menu that I have to open a lot, and the game lags. I walk into an area with a new cutscene and the game lags. I switch my character's hair in the character creation and the game lags. And it's just
Pretty cringe.
it's pretty lame. Um, it's a game I got for free, so I don't like feel cheated of my money because I didn't spend money on it. But also,
Hmm.
it's a game that came out like 2 years ago, so it's been out for 2 years, and I guess they would just never like let's optimize our bullshit.
Why would we do that?
It also like I don't know, just like doesn't explain things in a really obnoxious way. Um, in not like a fun discovery, like oh, I'm going to have fun going around and learning about all these things, but in a way where the things that it tells you to do explicitly feel like a chore, and the things it doesn't tell you how to do, you're like, how do I do? I don't understand. How do I do this? What am I
Hmm.
doing wrong? How do I play this video game? It does the Stardew Valley thing where it's like, oh, go around and introduce yourself to everyone, right?
Hmm.
Which like is my actually my idea of social hell. Is going to a new community and being like having to go talk to every person in the community, right? And be like, hi, I'm the new asshole who moved in. Um, And that felt like a lot of like, oh, I have to go find this marker on the mini map and then talk to this person one time, and then they're going to give me some items. I hope my pockets aren't full. I have to rearrange my inventory again.
My favorite.
Um, and then you get given an initial quest to build a bridge. Once you've done the tutorial quests, it's like, you look at the bridge and it's like, for the bridge you're going to need bronze sheets, and for bronze sheets you're going to need a cutter, and to make the blades for the cutter you're going to need a grinder, and for the grinder you're going to need common parts or something. And I basically spent the second hour of that game trying to work out where I'm supposed to get common parts from. This is like step one of a 3-step process, and I'm struggling to work it out. So you could say I didn't have a particularly good time. It does have one thing that I very much enjoyed, that
Hmm.
the person that owns the ranch, it's one of those games where all the NPCs have like daily schedules and they go out and they do
Yeah,
things. And the person who lives at the ranch, they go to feed their animals and they go out to the pen and they like put food on the ground and then all the animals like come around them to come eat, and it's really cute.
that does sound cute.
And it makes the world seem like, a real place. Actually, let's just be a good boy, software engineer, and write a handler for this.
I assume you still can't work on games.
There, you can tell by the way I'm not working on a game.
I don't know, I look over and you're working on script. That could be literally anything.
I said earlier I'm working on asynchronous search stuff.
Um,
Um, it's like was it like last week at work? I was trying to work out how to do things. So it's like when in the tools for the game you want to say set a texture for a thing, right? And you have like
mhm,
2,000 textures that all have different names. So like in an ideal world, what you want to do is you want to click and you just want to type the name of the texture that you want, right?
mhm,
And then you type enough of it, and it's like it offers you options from a thing, and you're like, okay, this is the thing. This is the thing I was actually looking for, right? Search, not sort. Um,
sure.
for Unity, that works if you're working with a native Unity asset. So it works for
Mhm,
textures. It brings up the asset browser for Unity, uh, which is like this project pane. I know you're probably not looking at my screen right now, but the project pane has a little search in it, and in that search I could type the name of my asset that I'm looking for. So I'm like, uh, dummy, and it will return me a list of all my dummy scripts. But if it's not an asset that Unity understands, if it's one of your assets, you can't use the project browser search for it. So I'm writing my own thing for doing the search. And then I want to do some additional stuff because if you're searching a lot of things, if I'm searching like a million things, it's going to be slow. It's going to take a long time. Um,
mhm.
and if you are working in tools and you're like trying to quickly enter some data, you don't want you entering data to be difficult because there's a huge lag spike whilst it searches a million things for the string that you've looked for.
Mhm.
So the plan is to have a search that works iteratively. So you start typing a thing and it starts searching, and it like quickly is like, without searching properly, here's some stuff that looks about right. And then when it has time to run more times without like slowing down the program, it'll be like, oh, here's some other stuff I found, being like less and less, sorry, more and more specific each time. From the user's perspective, it should still be like, oh, I type in some stuff and I get some suggestions. It might just mean that a few hundred milliseconds after you type, a couple of extra suggestions will pop in when it's like looked through the list a couple of times and organized everything and been like, oh, I think this is closer to what you typed than that.
Uh,
The other option to help with this is to save indexes for searches, which has other problems, but it's very fast. Um, and I don't think I don't know. I don't think it's not a good place to start from, even though it would be a very good tool.
there I have my base chess set, so I can be like, what am I missing? I'm missing this. What do I still
Uh,
need?
log the. Oh, no. Let's
I want Shift A.
Oh wait, I'm working in Unity now. I don't write
Cube.
console log. I write debug log.
I'm in object mode. So Shift A. Cube.
Cube.
Give me cube.
Ran the code and nothing happened. Oh wait, is there? Oh, wrong scene is open. Okay.
Turn that.
Oh,
Actually,
whoops.
no, don't.
Whoops.
No, let's get rid of that. Okay, never mind. Let's just delete this. No, 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 no. Object. E.
Is that really the
Cube.
only thing in my results?
Move cube up.
Oh wait,
Edit mode.
let's do that. Excuse me, but
Yes.
none of these words. No, wait. The top set of words contain the letter R. In fact, no, I'm wrong. I can't read. They all contain the letter R. No, these ones don't. I guess the search is just returning everything and is sorting it correctly, but is not. I'm guessing that my distance is always make this distance smaller. Yes, computer, I know a virus is probably gonna kill me.
What the fudge just happened?
I don't know.
Okay, apparently work this time. One of the things I really don't like is when I hit the buttons, it doesn't like it's like just I don't know, an asshole about it.
What do you mean it's an asshole about it?
Um I uh so it doesn't so you see how there's the arrows for me to like
Yeah.
go directional, but if I hit the S button for scaling, it just goes where my mouse is. It doesn't actually just give me the scaling thing so I
Oh,
can
okay. It
like
doesn't give you handles for scaling with.
yeah, handles. I don't see. Um,
Okay, so how long is this taking to run? Ugh. Fucking old habits are so difficult to break.
I get you.
There's like newer, more modern ways of writing code that are like definitively better, and it just takes so long to teach my brain to default to them, even though they're better. Oh, that's wild.
Hmm.
I guess it's not wild. It's kind of wild. My sort took twice as long as my search. Double,
Weird.
double sucks because I cannot run my sort asynchronously right now. I guess that's what I'm going to change though, so. Oh, I know. I know. I was like, this sounds quiet because I usually put music on. Which means I'm going to have to sit here and be paralyzed about what genre of music to put on. Probably not, though. Right. Stations. Should I listen to lo-fi or electro swing
Um,
or chill EDM?
I cannot answer that because I don't know.
I mean, consider all three answers have equal weight and then just pick one.
No,
No?
no,
Why not?
because I don't know which one.
There is a channel here for spooky. That would be very seasonal. Okay, well, I'm going to put on electro swing and then probably change my mind in 5 minutes.
I seriously don't understand why it doesn't just give me the fucking scale handles. This, like, why are you like this now? Why won't you move? Okay, for some reason, since those touched, now they're fused together.
it? Something like selection sort? Let's just go with a selection sort. Although I think a shell sort is what I should actually be using. Why is it all tutorial code is always written in such a gross way? So you're still tutorialing, or are you just making your chess set now?
Now I'm trying to figure out how to fucking give myself handles.
You can't handle it, not being able to scale things the way you want. That was such a disappointed noise. Man, is my keyboard breaking? Maybe that's why sometimes I go to copy paste something and it doesn't copy. Line quality operators in C#. Can tell all the stuff I never do as part of my day job. This operator
Modeling. Okay. Maybe tool. No. Fuck off. Maybe. I don't even know what I should be looking for to solve my problem.
for your Blender issue.
Yeah, because I can just go to YouTube and whoever, like, there's a guy who's on YouTube and he's trying to, like, solve not what the problem I have, and he has all the things that can manipulate, like, you can just see it.
Let me get Discord open so I can get a closer look at what you're doing. The Blender 2.79 manual says that you can change the manipulators in object and edit mode, and the hotkey is control spacebar.
Control spacebar. R. Control spacebar. Nope. It just turns off my move.
Okay. Transform manipulator widget allows. Oh, so there's a widget. The transform manipulator widgets. There's a separate for each operation. Each manipulator can be used separately or in combination with the others. Oh, okay, I see the thingy that it's talking about.
Yeah, so
So
yeah, I can't get the manipulators on. How do I do?
If you go down to the bottom of the screen above the timeline, where there's that box that says global, and you click the little thing next to it, that's what you're looking for.
Problem.
Right, yeah.
Thank you. You are a god among men.
So the funny thing is, I looked it up in the manual, and the manual didn't actually help me. Go find it somewhere else. This is why people don't like Blender. this track? Just get off this. Here, I will post the image that I used to find the thing in...
Oh, I know where it is now, so I don't need that, but thank you.
I'm gonna post it anyway. Okay. Because if you need another piece of information like that, I've not bookmarked that website and I will not remember.
That's fair.
Lists. I want that and out. I wonder. We'll do this as a list for now. I just want to see what the performance is like. I can't wait for a real software engineer to stumble in here and criticize me for running Unity in not dark mode.
Why don't you?
I find that I find dark mode things tend to not have enough contrast to find things quickly. But it's not so bad in code environments because they're usually like a lot of people work in the IDEs all the time and always trying to make it like more efficient. But in tools IDEs, because people are like building all their own shit all the time, people aren't revising the basic environment to be like, oh yeah, this is the most optimal visually. And then the dark palettes end up kind of like muddy and it's hard to identify things. And I'm getting old and my eyesight is failing.
Checks out.
So I changed the sort and it got a lot slower. Got like twice as slow. Why is software engineering hard? God, why did
easy, everyone would do it.
God, why did you make this difficult?
I don't think God had anything to do with it, to be honest.
Okay, that's... Wait, what? The fuck? am I doing? Yeah, it's totally true. Sometimes my control key is just not registering, and that is very bad.
Need new keyboard then. I know how much you like buying new things.
Yeah. What the? Okay, this thing's just fucking with me now. I swear, honest to God.
That kind of looked like a hornet head.
Yeah.
Close enough. I'll do this now, and then I'll learn more Blender, and then I'll redo it in the future. I'll be like, wow, I was trash.
No, you're gonna redo it in the future, and you'll be like, I improved a lot. You're gonna be like, oh gee, I learned so many things, and I feel very accomplished for having piled all this knowledge into my ThinkPan.
We'll see about that.
Well, if I don't tell you these things, who's gonna do it?
Not me. What the fuck? I want to insert face. With knife. Cut new topology. Is that what I want to do? Let's try knife. Hey. Are you like this? Why are you like this? Why are you like fuck the knife? I mean, I don't know.
Sing a song every day. You know, sing is better than listen what they say.
Okay, well, since I don't know how to do that, we're just not gonna do it that way. We're gonna do it another way.
Be and item content plus a comma, and then I wonder if I can just send string builders straight to the log without converting them to strings. I bet I can. I bet Unity's dumb smart like that. Okay, this is working. So now, will I? Slash n plus plus. Run this like a bunch of times. Okay. the feeling I'm about to have my ass handed to me for trying to be a smartass. Yes, I'm absolutely having my ass handed to me for being a smartass. I tried to make the sort more efficient, and it just took 5 times as long to run. Ugh. What are going to be your chess pieces, or is that a secret?
I don't know yet. I know I'm making Hornet.
Like, is the knight a pawn?
No. I think the knight's gonna be the king on one side. You're the main character.
It's weird, because when I think about the knight as, like, a character, the knight doesn't have a name, right? He's just, like, the knight.
He's people call him Ghost. But yeah, he's the knight.
He's like... He's not, like, the king piece in chess.
No, not really, but...
He's actually typified by his disposability.
Yeah.
I'd be tempted to make all the pawns, the little shadow guys, that are all the failed dudes that live in the shadow realm,
That
or
might
whatever
work.
it's called. But also, like, he's not the queen. He's not the really powerful chess piece on the board.
Hornet's gonna be
the queen. Yeah.
on the side that he's the king.
It's like the hollow. But if I was doing a whole, like, you know, bullshit tier list, I'd be like, the knight from Hollow Knight is like a bishop. That is the chess piece that they're most like.
Yeah, but I don't think anyone would want to buy a chess set where he was not like an important piece.
Yeah, I'm not saying you should do it. I'm enjoying this thought experiment. He could also be like the rook, because the rook is really powerful late game and not very good at the start of the game. I don't think he's a knight though. Even though he's a knight, right? Hollow Knight. Hollow Knight's not a knight? What? What is going on? Or you can make me happy and you can make your pawns Zote.
I do want to put Zod on the board, but I don't know if he's gonna be pawns.
Okay.
I don't know who I want to be pawns.
The little bug that is happy singing a mining song.
Mila?
Is that the name? I forget.
Yeah. Bullying Mila.
All the pawns are all grubs.
Oh, Grubs is a good idea.
Alright, I should shuffle this array.
No. There we go. No. Why are you like that? Why are you doing that to me?
Why do you do this to me? Why do you do this to me?
Why are you like that? I hate Blender. It just does stuff that just I don't think makes sense. Like that now? Okay, it's not like that right now. if I do this and I do extrude region? I'm gonna try to pull it in. Okay, no, now it's being kind of, now it's kind of fixed. I think the issue is I have her eyes too close together.
I think what I should do is just try unplugging my keyboard and plugging it back in before I assume it's a mechanical problem. I'm just getting worried because I have basically 3 copies of the same keyboard because I have ones that I got for myself and one from work. And the work one failed like a couple of months ago, and now this one's failing, and I'm like, oh my god, do all these keyboards have a similar problem? And thus, I don't want to buy any more of them because they're all going to fail in the same way.
Get a different keyboard. Like, if they're failing, why are you just buying the same keyboard?
Well, the company that it's a Microsoft keyboard, and usually their keyboards are good. And I guess they are good in the sense that, like, I think I've had this keyboard for like 5 years.
Okay, but if their keyboards are not good anymore,
Yes,
why
that
wouldn't
means
you just get a...
yes, I will have to get a different brand of keyboard, right?
Yes.
Which is really stressful. Especially because I'm like, oh, I need a special needs keyboard for my special wrists. And by special, I mean prone to being destroyed by the fact that I sit in front of a computer all day. Which I guess is not special at all. It's actually alarming in its regularity.
The thing about Hornet is she doesn't have the kind of almond eyes. Okay. You are gonna come out like that, and apparently not fix my problem. Blanca, why are you such an asshole sometimes?
Oh, wait. No, something is wrong here, I think. This result.
You know what would probably help? If I was looking at literally any sort of reference and not just doing this by hand.
I thought you were looking at reference. What's wrong with you?
I'm not looking at reference.
What's wrong with you?
But I'm not looking at reference, that's the problem.
No, now let's dial into this a little bit. I wasn't
I don't
like,
think so.
what
I
are you
don't think we
doing
dial
wrong?
into this.
I'm like, why are you insisting on doing things this way?
I don't think we need to dial into anything, thank you very much.
No, I want to dial in on this.
That's too bad.
But yeah, I know, there's nothing I can do if you refuse me. Man, the boys are trying real hard to convince Ryab to play Back for
I know.
Blood.
I just fucking told him to do it. I'm just like, why not? Like, you buy so much fucking shit anyway.
I mean, I could save him from buying it by activating my 14-day Game Pass trial and playing it with them for the 2 weeks before they're going to get bored of it and move on to something else.
I mean, they'll still try to get him to do it.
I think they just need one more person to fill in for the idiot AI.
I wish that this wasn't just like pulling out the vertices. I wish I could like spread them out a bit.
Okay, this is definitely wrong.
Move it out, I guess, is what I really want. But it doesn't like actually change like really where the birds are compared to them, so like each other on the mesh. Back to edit. Maybe if I'm gonna try the bottom. Guess bottom's 4% instead.
I think that this other comparison is pointless. I think I'm not benefiting from doing it.
That's not what I want, but at least it's like do that again. It's definitely not what I want. Nope.
I'm just gonna get rid of this. I don't think this is helping. I don't think this is doing anything for me.
I think that helped a tiny bit.
I'm gonna have to friggin' set some UI up in Unity so I can see if this is working or not. I probably don't need to run this code like 10 times anymore. Okay, I will be right back.
I bet.
Good, because I will, which makes it a good bet.
Good. I like winning.
Hello.
Hi.
My earphones shut off whilst I was gone. I didn't realize I was talking to nobody for a second. Well, I guess I was talking to myself. As Juan does.
Sometimes he's the best person to talk to.
I don't know. I don't know I'm ever the best person to talk to unless, you know, I want some opinions about games design.
What if that's exactly what I wanted?
I mean, I think people think they want that, and then they hear the opinions and change their minds. They're like, no, I didn't actually want these opinions. I'm like the scroll of truth in that comic about the scroll of truth.
Yeah. It's the sword that corrects you. You're the sword of truth. No, I'm actually the sword that corrects. It's like, isn't it the same thing? Oh, honey.
I just think there's like an alternate universe out there where the internet was not invented and millions of people were held back from all this beautiful content. I never knew about the what's it? Is it the sword of correctness? It's something like that. Oh my god, it looks like there's a whole series about the Sword of Truth.
You mean the sword that corrects people?
No, I mean the Sword of Truth. I mean, it might also be the sword that corrects people, but I cannot right now find the actual comic that's about the sword that corrects people.
I hate when I can't find the comic I'm looking for.
There's so many of these, like, I googled Sword of Truth, and there's so many of, like, scroll, like, versions of that scroll comic, but with a sword.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
I tried looking, like, the Sword of Correctness, but that just took me to other places that I didn't want to go. And not because they were sexy places, because I would have just bookmarked that for, like, later review.
There you go.
There is one here where he finds the Sword of Lies and then just does everything that's the opposite of what it says.
Okay, so that kind of looks like Hornet, right? Her horns are probably too
Yeah.
big.
Yeah, those horns are too long. And surely right now you should know how much it looks like Hornet because you brought up reference material, right? Right? Just imagine I'm Anakin Skywalker.
No, I'm Anakin. You're Padme.
Alright, that's right. You're Anakin, and I'm like...
You're like, you brought up reference, right?
That's
And I'm
because
just,
you
like,
looked at the
smiling.
reference material, right? Oh my gosh. Boom just made a weird noise.
That's weird.
Was it my phone? Yeah, it is my phone. What the hell? think it's just a robot on Skype. Oh my gosh. That's alright, I will just watch this Skype interface lag for 17 years. That's fine, it's not like I have anything better to do. Fucking technology.
Beautiful. Now it looks like Hornet, right? Not that I need your opinion, because I definitely...
Yeah. You're just like looking at an image of the sword that corrects people.
Yeah. I linked it. In the chat. I said, there you go. I put it in.
Yeah, okay, I got a little distracted. Because whilst I was searching, I discovered that like a lot of these comics were all from the same thing, which is swordscomic.com. And if you go to swordscomic.com and you go to their archive, you can pick characters, creatures, credits, locations, swords, or pages. So if you click on swords, you can find out which comic a specific sword was in.
Neat.
The Sword of Correctness is in 2 comics. It's like they have neat little illustrations for all the swords as well, which is very cool. Wow, are you the sword of truth? Wrong, I am the sword that always corrects people. Same difference, right? Great, why is it I got like 2 comics today to read? Why is it 2 years 0 comics, today 2 comics? They're like the world's worst buses, only they're comics.
Oh, I know when I fucked that up.
Bookmark this. How bookmarks? Bookmark this tab. Done. It'll give me something to do on a rainy day, which, given I live in Vancouver, are plenty of those.
Don't dox us, Duncan.
Only doxing me.
That's fair. I doxed me by accident because you were doxing yourself.
I mean, I can't.
You baited me.
Yeah, I baited you into doxing yourself.
Yeah. Can't believe you do that. Thought we were friends.
Oh my gosh.
Modeling stuff that doesn't matter that much.
This person on Skype wants to talk to me about level up. Oh,
Blender.
I can't do that right now.
Smooth. Smooth vertices
I want
there.
a blast from the past, though.
Full V, I have a feeling it's not going to do what I want it to do. Maybe it has to be an object now. Full V. No. Oh, maybe. Yep.
How do I want this to work in the editor? I guess let's start by making a search window. Because that's what it's going to be eventually anyway.
Oh, wait, too long. No, it doesn't exist. Gotta go to edit.
Wait. Not here.
No, don't fucking do that, you dumb shit. Edit mode. And now we'll go down to play tools. Ooh, face. I don't feel like it did anything. Undo, undo. Let's just undo that.
Are you doing both, like, different things for each side of the chessboard then?
Yeah.
Okay. So does that mean my boys, the Mantis Lords, they could probably get some representation on the other side of the board?
Ooh.
One problem, there's 3 of them. Unless you have the one chess piece be all 3 of the Mantis Lords.
No, I'd probably just use 2 of the Mantis Lords.
Okay. So it's the...
I'm thinking they would be the bishops.
Yeah, that figures. Makes sense.
Why is smooth not working? It's like giving me the option to do it, but then it's just like, no.
È passata mezz'ora. Victoranda non decorna. Nella strada trovi Aldo che ti vende il cane caldo. Ma questo dimmi che cos'è? Perché vuoi darlo a me? Lo do che lo mangi.
Well, I don't know what I'm doing here, but it looks neat. I mean, that kind of did what I want. Well, this is... That's what I'm doing for now. This is, that's how that's gonna exist for now. Did her head go tall again? Or did... No, it's shorter than it was before. It's just still pretty long. Close enough. Whatever. Looks exactly like her via the reference I'm looking at right now. Alright, I gotta edit mode. Oh, no, I didn't want to.
Search window.
Ed ora ti saluto, ciao, buon appetito.
Oh, goody.
Niendo
Okay.
questo do te lo mangi tu. Questo do te lo mangi tu.
You excited for Doom?
Questo do te lo mangi tu.
I mean, I'm not going to do.
Oh yeah. There's Eternals you're going to, right?
Yeah, you scared me for a second there.
You promised! No, I'm kidding.
God, please don't make me sit through that 2.5 hour movie. I don't want it. I want to do it. I want to do it in the privacy of my own home where I can turn it off if I get bored.
What? You'd never get bored.
You'd think that, but like, maybe I just do.
That is a fair point.
Oh, I probably. God, Unity is like fucking dumb sometimes.
You know it.
Well, I've successfully destroyed this window.
Nice. Do that. There we go. So, I dropped a little devil inside.
Finally did it. You gave up the dream.
Only so I could get or bid on Animal Crossing.
I mean, it's a smart
know.
move. I'm already thinking about how I want to structure things next year.
You mean your spreadsheet or playing the game?
Playing the game, like how I want to set the league up, how I want to set up the penalty for me for being such a badass.
Well, right now it looks like I'll be the one to pick your penalty, assuming you go the way you said you might.
Was the person in second gets to pick the penalty? Yeah, I'm kind of thinking that so here's my quandary with the penalty, and I think it's actually not much of a quandary because it will just go Scout's honor. Is that if it's not my counter pick, then I could drop it. So if we don't pick it as my counter pick, then I have to just be like, Scout's honor, I will not drop the game that has been picked for me by someone else.
Okay, so counter pick sounds fine though.
Yeah, but like we only do 2 counter picks, and I like doing the counter pick because it's difficult. It's hard.
Okay.
And like I get to get less of that like nice juicy max difficulty gameplay.
Okay. Well then, yeah. I mean, I trust you because you're like one of the people who actually care about that kind of thing, like Scout's honor. Like you'd be like, well, I'm not gonna do this because I said I wasn't gonna do it.
I mean, I was actually a scout.
Oh,
So
that's cute.
I was a beaver and a cub and a cub scout.
I was a beaver.
And a scout.
I was a beaver.
Next time I speak to my mom, I'll ask her if she has any photos of me in my Cub Scout uniform. I'm not going to ask her photos of me in my beaver uniform because it's ugly. It's an ugly uniform. And now people only get to see me when I'm pretty. That's it.
You're always pretty.
That's the rules. I'm gonna sneeze in a second. I'm trying not to, but it's gonna happen. Either that or I'm not going to sneeze and it's gonna be really frustrating.
Ooh, I hate that. Pin this window so it can't fucking crunch into something tiny again. Okay. Getting somewhere now. It's now time to mirror this shit. Interesting. I mean, I guess actually not that interesting to anyone except me, but... Yeah, you can just go like this.
I'm wondering what I should eat after we're done with the show.
Something delicious.
I don't think I have anything delicious. I like ate all my delicious snacks already. I ate the rest of my little bagel bite things. You have 2 pieces of licorice candy, but you can't exactly, you know, sustain yourself off of 2 pieces of licorice candy. Or you can damn well try, but...
I want to go here and apply. Oh, they cannot be applied in either one. Object. Apply. Yeah. Okay.
Hmm. Okay, I should delete this sort that was just slow. Just get rid of that. Get out of here. Okay, I'm gonna risk unplugging this keyboard and plugging it back in again.
I'm gonna go object mode, and then I'm gonna hit Shift D. I'm gonna put a second one over there. That way, in case I mess this one up, I'll not have to worry about it. Someone's upset about something inside. Okay. Let's provide. Sure. Now let's see if I can use Alt. Make that smaller. Add. Wait for you. Don't do that. No, Hamir. How do I? Don't do that.
So let's not fuck around with this for now.
Wow. No, no. Oh, that's fine. Okay, I guess fine, whatever. I'll just try to make do.
Man, I just realized there's something really important I've overlooked. Dang. Like, if you're typing out a search and the search is partially run, like say you type the first 3 letters of the word that you're looking for.
I'm following you.
When you do another search because they've entered 2 more letters, you shouldn't need to search for the first 3 letters on everything again. That's pointless. You already did it once. The distance, those 3 letters are not going to change the search match in any way. Only additional letters that have been added or anything that's been removed. Which I guess means that as long as things are only being added, I can keep iteratively reducing the amount of things that I have to search by being like, okay, I completed a search on everything for the last 3 letters, which means everything for the next... No, that wouldn't work. Well, at least I wasn't being stupid and trying to be smart. I should now...
That's what I wanted. Here we go. We're not being very good at being interesting today. So quiet.
Me or you or both of us?
Both.
Yeah. I'm deep in thought about what I'm doing. I'm also hungry.
That's fair.
Hate how like if I miss my lunch window at work, it's like my whole life just seems to go to shit. What now? Have results.
There was a slide option. Where did I find that slide option? In that case, fuck it. Oh, no. Well, also, yes, I should. Probably save this, shouldn't I?
Save early and often.
How about the first time
The first time what?
that I saved?
Save the first time you save?
No, I saved. This is the first time I saved.
I mean, that sounds neither early nor often.
Yeah. But it does sound like me.
You know what? I think that this code that I thought was performing really well is performing really well because it's not actually ordering anything. Actually, now I can debug the other thing about this and confirm if my code is fucking me or not. Because it sure looks like it is. It sure looks like I wrote something bad. you think I should ban duplicate results in this? I should. It doesn't make any sense that you'd see the same word twice. I mean, it might conditionally. If, like, the data set you assembled had duplicates in. Hey! So here's some good news, it's working.
Yay. Make me a cube. No, not a plane. A cube.
Cube, no cube. Probably need to tighten this up. You should tighten up the graphics in level 3.
Sounds good.
Wow, this word list has a lot of duplicates in. Maybe it's just a configuration for the search that's like allow duplicates or don't. Because by disallowing them it could... Yeah, by disallowing them it could
Something.
speed things up a lot when it has to search because it doesn't have to iterate over the duplicate items. It would not help when you were creating the search data, because then it would have to, like, remove the duplicates. But I guess I'm already iterating over everything once. So what's the harm? I think I'm actually have to do something about this keyboard pretty quickly, because this is gonna do my head in. here and be like, search. Allow declares false. Type before that, I had a lot of duplicates. I think it was ground. There we go. There's another thing. This needs another thing. Because it's like returning too much stuff right now.
That's no good. I think.
That's no good. I mean, maybe this is where I need to start looking at that, like, iterative search one time, and then if it's too much stuff and you have time, then search again. And then keep doing that until you run out of time, and then return results. Alright, yeah, everything got faster because I removed all the duplicates.
No.
Well, I guess then I was right.
What?
You sound like you're having an issue. Are you having an issue?
Maybe. It's definitely a possibility that I'm having an issue.
Oh no. Having an issue, here's a tissue. All the Dave Chappelle talk today has got me thinking about how comedy is weird. I went to look up one of my favorite Bill Hicks things where he's like, hey, if anyone in the audience is in advertising or marketing, you should kill yourself. And
I remember that.
Everyone laughs. He's like, no, I'm serious. You should kill yourself. This isn't a joke. And the more he insists it's not a joke, the more people laugh. And yeah, everyone remembers that, because he's an angry, angry man. It's great. I'm probably rather, you know, prescient about how shitty it is, people being paid to invade our lives with bullshit we never cared about. One of the things I like, because it's silly, is every time I walk away from my phone that's capturing my footage from my VTube avatar, my eyes get really wide. I guess it can't see my eyes, so it's just like, yeah, they must be as open as they possibly can be.
Mesh vertices alt M. Center. Okay. Alt M and center. Alt M center. Alt M center. In Maya, there was a way to select multiples and then have them just merge to their closest neighbor within a certain amount of space. And there's probably a way to do that in Blender, but I don't know what it is. One thing, going from Maya to Blender, there's some things that I just kind of know that they probably have a thing for it, not something that I'm like, maybe they don't have a thing for it. Since I understand how some things work.
Okay, I should probably add a little config thing, I think.
I know Silk's on yet. I want there to be Silk Song.
I wonder what the new weapons are gonna be in Silksong that we see. Because the only ones that are obvious are the Knight's weapon, which is a nail, and obviously Needle is the other one. And then nobody else really has a named weapon. I mean, Cloth just has that stupid, ginormous club that she hits things with.
Yeah, and then Tizo had a shield as his weapon, I think.
Okay.
And then, but they didn't really name it. But they do talk about how Zote's nail is made out of shield. And that's why he does no damage to you when he attacks.
Oh, okay. I'd completely forgotten that lore. I love the moment where you run into Zote in the arena. It's just the best. It's just the best payoff from having dealt with that idiot for such a long time.
Mm-hmm.
And then, yeah, they added Grey Prince Zote if you're a fucking glutton for punishment.
Yeah.
Assumedly, still not even, the toughest boss in the game anymore.
No.
How sad is that? This person that, just really worships Zote can't think up something more scary than the actual final boss.
Okay, I guess I don't want to group this because for some reason it's being an asshole. Sure.
Sounds like 3D modeling software to me. I don't know, I've meant to say at the start of the stream and then I just forgot. I've rearranged our layout so we both have the same sized window now.
Oh, nice.
With-
Yeah, you mentioned.
I guess they have a little bit of extra space because I have the front window, which is overlapping your one a little bit. But maybe
So
we'll,
rude. Just kidding.
maybe we'll take turns, is what I was going to say. I've been trying to think of an easy way to like swap the focus, but I can't think of something without an interaction that we have to remember to like actually do to switch the focus over.
Control G. Control G. Ah! Hornet, what happened to half your head? There we go. There, I made Hornet in our time today. What I did on my stream today.
Nice. Oh my gosh, okay, this is gonna fill my heart with hatred, I can tell already. Oh my gosh, there's an entire JavaScript library for this, alright. Cool, well, I have lots to think about before next week, I guess. Anyway, I'm gonna close the stream and go eat my food puck, and then maybe destroy my heart trying to play more Echoes of the Eye. We'll see.
Okay.
Good night.